Hello and welcome to CarpCrafty's video. We are launching an exciting new product called bait powder. Essentially it comes in two flavours, spicy and sweet. We've used this to devastating effect. It can be added to any bait at any stage. Works particularly well on a method feeder. So what I've done is I'm going to show you that in a moment. I've added a couple of tablespoons to about 2 litres of ground bait. So I'm going to put some on a method feeder and then just roll the sort of moist mixture in the powder here. And I'm going to drop it in a tank and show you what it looks like. Okay, this is my method mix. So I'm sure you guys know how to make your own method mix up. This is just some halibut pellets, some trout pellets, some fish meal, a little bit of robin red pellets in there, and a few little bits of hemp seed. I've added roughly 2 tablespoons of the powder to about 2 litres of ground bait. As you can see, it kind of gives it a green hue, but you'll see just how well this leaches off in a couple of minutes. Okay, so back, as you can see, I have a method feeder loaded. It goes to no rod, unfortunately. I've just got a couple of bits of fake pop-up sweet corn on the other end there. That's my method mix. As you can see, it's got a sort of slightly green hue to it. So what I'm going to do now is just roll it in some of our bait powder for a little extra boost. Okay, as you can see, all I've done is I've just ever so lightly dusted the outside of the method feeder with the powder. There is only a very small amount on that, probably half a teaspoon, something like that, but a little goes a long way with our new product. So what I'm going to do now is drop it in the water and then come back every few minutes and see how we're getting on. As you can see, instantly you get that really nice splash. The water starts to cloud up, and as you watch, it starts to leach off the ground bait there. Now I know this rig's not the best, it is just purely for demonstration purposes. But as you can see, it gives it that really nice smoky effect in the water, the whole time leaching off that wonderful sweet smell, or spicy depending on what flavour you got, with more flavours to be added in the range. But you can see as a carp comes down, starts nosing through that ground bait, it's game over. We'll come back in a few minutes and see how we're getting on. So it's been literally a minute and I just wanted to show you guys how it leaches off. Even on the pop-up sweet corn there, you can see it coming off like a smoky effect. The whole of the water now, there's about 4 or 5 litres in here, has turned a pretty nice colour. Like I say, if you were spotting this mixture in, you'll easily be able to see where to put your bait on top of it, and it gives a nice green hue in the water. Like I say, it's purely visual, a smell to it as well. It just pulls the carp in and hopefully murks up the water enough so they don't spot the hook and take the bait. We'll come back again in a few minutes. Okay, we're 15 minutes into it now, and as you can see, it's laid down a beautiful smelly cloud underneath the bait there. And what I'm going to do, the whole water has gone completely green, a lovely fluorescent green. So I'm just going to give the method feed a bit of a tug and see what happens to simulate a carp having a bit of a nosy round on it. As you can see, fantastic. You get that lovely cloud there at the bottom pluming up. That's all releasing all those particles into the water, really drawing those fish in. And as you can see, you can barely see the pop-up sweet corn now. So a carp nosing around in that, it's just going to snatch the sweet corn, won't spot the hook, won't food the line as long as you're using a decent amount of stiff rig, and it turns the water a beautiful colour.